Alright, so again I have another example, but this one is interesting because it's the last two teams, right? So right now we're imposing a threat, and we've kind of established, you know, our intent. So we're happy to kind of start the battle wherever possible, but they are trying to get a better position, right? So the other team, what I'm trying to say is the other team knows that they don't have to enter a battle here, right? They don't have to enter a battle here. What they want is to get a better position. And that's exactly what they're doing. There's no battle here. They want this position up here. That's why they're saying these guys, they're only imposing a threat on us. We don't have to fight back yet. Let's get a better position. So now, this guy was an amazing teammate. He was very aggressive, but throughout this whole game, he was only attempting winnable fights. The moment the fight became a battle and it was unsure, he would just retreat. And this guy was only pushing winnable fights the whole game. We only got like maybe I think it was like 2 or 3 kills. I only got the assist on 1, but it was very interesting just following him around the map and seeing his choices. He was very, very, very good. So now we're actually entering the battle, and even though this guy he got cracked, it's no good reason to push because we don't know what the other two teammates are doing, and it would be very risky to throw myself into a deathmatch without enough information, right? So again, it's good damage where I didn't trade, but also my teammate is taking damage, right? So this is kind of equalizing it. The thing is here, if they try and push him, then it's our job to try and punish them while they're making that push, and that's what the whole positioning game is all about, right? So huge damage, right? So now I've got to assume, and my teammates got to assume, okay, they're going to try and push, so what can we do to defend while he heals back up, right? So that's why I'm taking a look here, because my teammate comes back and we're all together. If they don't push in time, he's going to be full health. So because the other team is aware of this, they're not making a push just because he's cracked. And that's what happens to a lot of inexperienced people. They're like, oh, I just did like, I don't know, 67 flash, let's go. But it's like by the time you get there, he's already healed up and the team is waiting for that one person that made that fatal mistake, right? So that's why they don't push. Understand, they haven't won the battle, right? They know that, we know that, that's why we're still in it. So again, we're in a long battle phase here, and it's our decisions whether we choose to die or not. So if I stay out in the open for long enough, that's me choosing to kind of challenge, which if I start taking damage and I stay there, then I'm kind of choosing to die. Same as them, right? They want to deal damage and not take damage, right? That guy's doing some taking some very quick shots. The main thing for him is to hit one of us and for him to not take damage. And now he's hit him, right? So I'm conscious of that. So they could push, but they're not happy with this significance, because for them to push, they have to come out in the open, right? And coming out in the open is dangerous. And then they still got 2 guys with full health that can just force the one that's out in the open to fight, and that's easy to control, right? So I get hit now they're still aware that they can't make a push on this, so this guy's getting his health back, and I'm going to also attempt to get my health back. So they're respecting that this is still just a battle, and it's not good enough for them to make a push and force a death match. Right? So now he's gone down. So what do we have to look for? The push. Now, for them to come out of their cover is a dangerous thing for them, right? So that's the only way we're really going to bring this back, is if we punish one of them that comes towards us. So he's gone down. I'm going to try and go get the res, but we're in a bad situation here. But again, we're going to do our best to stay in phase 3, deal damage without taking damage, right? So I'm taking a look, being cautious, and now I'm seeing this guy who had the Kraber, I believe. He's now making a push. So this is my chance to punish his bad position in here, because that's they're now making a push to obviously clean up the kill. Right. And now if you look at that, I see this guy and I take a shot. It only does 39, but I realize he's cracked, and this guy's making a push. Now we're forced to fight. So even though I have cover and I'm just battling here, I know that they're trying to turn this into a deathmatch, and it's my job to try and gain the advantage within the battle, so that when the deathmatch does come, we have the advantage, right? So that's why I back up and I go to take the second shot, right? And it knocks him. And then this guy, he's now forced himself in a situation where the only way out is death, right? He has to kill all 3 of us to get out of this. And we know that if we don't kill him, he's going to shoot us. So we're forced to fight this guy. And he goes down. So now it's 3v1, whoever's left. So do you see the mistake there? Was that even though they gained the advantage health-wise, right? They didn't push together. They didn't wait. He didn't heal himself fully. Not sure if what his health is. And their last guy isn't even with them. So even though they got the advantage, their push was weak, right? They didn't respect that they hadn't won the battle yet to go for this. And that's what's constantly happening in all these fights that you play. Now this guy is finally here, right? And I'm almost dead, so I don't want to challenge him. I want him to challenge someone else, right? And it looks like it's the Wraith's turn to get involved, right? And now he doesn't look at me. He's looking away. So I'm going to go for that shot to get some free damage, right? And he goes down, right? And he goes down by the Wraith. So that was the best option. The Wraith knew it was her turn, right? Simply because it's the end of the game. And that's how, like I said, you're not always going to win, but if you disrespect understanding what phase you're in, you will get punished for it. So at no point did we say, oh, it's time to push, right? But if we did too early, we could have easily died because they were still up. But the other team, they chose to push because they got a knock. But how they should have done it, right, is they should have still been trying to push without taking unnecessary damage. But they left all of their cover. And that was our only opportunity to take, and we took it. How if they proceeded together and with caution, they could have easily wiped us out because we was a man down. And I hope again that makes sense. If not, feel free to message me. It would be better. I don't know. But if you at least know me, I will be more than happy to go through situations in your games. But other than that, I don't know, just ask me questions and I'll try to answer it. I'm still learning. I'm still teaching myself. I don't know this stuff perfectly, but I am trying my best to understand it. And I'm realizing that in these games, it's more about understanding, what is the better position to hold, and the phases. You may get 2 knocks, but it might be much better for you to just hold your position instead of go for the final kill, because you give up your position, another team comes, and now you have to fight them to get back in to where you want to be or whatever, stuff like that. So it's more about respecting the phases and also respecting the positioning in the game.